even if you're not a people person, you still have to put yourself out there because the game has changed. You can no longer just hang a shingle out and say, Dr. Jared is open for business. It doesn't work like that anymore. So you really have to kind of get yourself out there and be known and become a celebrity in your own town, in your own neighborhood. I don't care how broad it is, but you need to be known. And social media is the free way.
Welcome to the Licensed to Live show, where professionals, doctors, champions, VIPs, attorneys, and those in public office discover strategies that help you restart and gain what is lost when you find yourself accused. If another has doubted your integrity, questioned your credentials, or caused your actions to come under scrutiny, you are in the right place. On the other hand, if you have never felt the knot in the pit of your stomach when legal papers are served, the heartbreak of disappointing your family when the lock clicks shut on handcuffs, or had to appear before a board of review, then be aware, the longer you serve, the more likely you are to find yourself under the microscope of those who judge. Prepare yourself for this uncomfortable possibility. Now, here's your host, Dr. Jarrett Patton.
Welcome to this episode of Licensed to Live. My name is Dr. Jarrett Patton, and I'm your host for our journey together today and every day you choose to listen to this show. If you or anyone you know has been dissed in their career, please invite them to join us along this journey. Just go to your favorite podcast player and subscribe to Licensed to Live. And while you're there, please rate this episode and give me honest feedback so I make sure I provide you the most up-to-date information about career and life changes. You guys know already when I say dissed, I'm talking displaced. Like after working through this COVID pandemic, all of a sudden, you let me go? Disgruntled. Like, how many times did you see infectious patients without proper protection and no hazard pay? Or disenfranchised, like I was when I had my medical license temporarily suspended. Today, we get Dr. Catrise Austin. She is a New York City dentist. She's in the media. She's all over the place. She's a best-selling author. She does so many things. We had to get her on the show just to talk about this. She has done so many things that we got to just get right into this. So we are going to get into Dr. Catrise Austin right after we finish thanking our sponsors.
Something smells good. EH3 coffee. EH3 coffee. Premium organic. Nothing better than waking up. EH3 in your cup. Premium organic. EH3 coffee. Nothing better than in the middle of your day. EH3 coffee. Premium organic. EH3 coffee.
Hey, this is Dr. Jarrett Patton. Do you need more positivity in your life? No matter what part of your life you want to transform, positive affirmations can help you achieve your goals. But sometimes making permanent changes can be difficult. Designed with you in mind, Licensed to Live, daily affirmations to rebuild your life will inspire and equip you to become the best version of yourself. Licensed to Live, daily affirmations to rebuild your life will set you on the path to changing your mindset, beliefs, speech, and ultimately your actions. You can change your life now by getting your copy at Amazon, Barnes & Noble, your finer book retails, or licensedtolive.com. That's licensedtolive.com.
This is Super Bowl champion Mike Logan, and you are listening to Licensed to Live.
Welcome to the show, Dr. Catrise Austin, the queen of smiles, the dentist to the stars. I mean, you're doing all of these things. Thank you for taking some time to come on the show today.
Oh, my pleasure. All of that. Queen of smiles, dentist to the stars, life changer, all of that. Yes.
I love it. I mean, we're going to get into, you as an author, you've written several books, and there's one in particular I want to get into later. But, you've been in dentistry for so long and having a private practice.
Yes.
Have you always been in private practice?
Well, I came to New York in 1996 to do my residency training and finished that in 1997. And for 1 year, I took a job with the city of New York and I became a school dentist. And I went around to all the schools in New York City and took the kids out of class and made sure that their mouths were healthy and cavity free. Meanwhile, during that year in 1997, I hit the streets of New York. I knew I wanted to have my own business and started working on planning my business and found a location in 1998. And that was it. Started my business at 28 years old in 1998. Didn't know what the heck I was doing, but I did it.
That's incredible because you really did. You said, all right, I'm just going to go do this and I'm going to start it and go for it. I mean, talk about a transition. That's an incredible transition. I mean, what were you feeling like as you were taking on that endeavor?
Well, I learned that I needed to be my own boss. So before I took the job with the city, I went to the newspaper because that's how you found jobs back in the day. Went to the newspaper, did the wanted ads, and I took several jobs. One lasted for a day. I literally walked in and he was like, this is your one anesthetic syringe to use for the whole day. Take a toothbrush and scrub it with some soap and keep reusing it. And I was like, I cannot do that, sir. Doctor, I'm not doing that. That is going to kill somebody. That is not sanitary. So I literally, you know what I did? I went, I grabbed my coat for lunch and said, I'll be back after lunch. Never came back. I was out quick. I was like, can't do it. Can't do it. So after having a couple of those kinds of experiences, I was like, I did not sign up for this. I went to school for 9 years with the residency. I didn't sign up for this. I'm going to start my own practice. And that's literally, I knew that I needed to make my own decisions and do dentistry my way.
Well, that's an incredible story because a lot of people get knocked around along the way or saying, I had this weird experience and I don't know exactly what I want to do with my life, but I know I don't want to do that with my life.
Yeah.
So that got you out of there.
Yeah.
Now, so you've had a stretch of practicing on your own terms, which is fantastic. A lot of people don't get that kind of ability. Now, as I think about your career, where it is now, I mean, you're a celebrity doctor. You're the dentist to the stars.
Yes.
I mean, did everything just go rosy or did you have a time where you were dissed?
Oh, no, not another test.
Oh, man. Well, I can tell you that dentistry, I don't know about, medicine and medical practices, but dentistry is tough. And after you get into it, and I talked to the new dentist about it, like you find out very quickly that it's not rosy at all. Our overhead, especially as a practice owner, our overhead is like 65, 70%. So yeah, you're making all this money, but you're paying staff, you're paying malpractice, the overhead and all that stuff. So I quickly started to get disenfranchised about the industry. So that's when I was like, okay, if I'm going to do this, it has to be fun and it has to be sexy for me. So as it was the 90s in New York City, I was like, okay, maybe as I'm hanging out in these hot spots and I'm seeing all these celebrities, I'll just become the dentist to the stars. And it wasn't a thing like it is now. There's lots of people calling themselves dentists to the stars. But back in the 90s, that was very rare. Rare to be a celebrity dentist, rare to be a Black dentist, rare to be a female dentist, rare to be a female Black dentist on 57th Street, like across the street from Carnegie Hall. Like I'm on the most expensive street, like Rodeo Drive of New York City. So I was able to carve out my niche to make it fun. And yes, there were bumps along the way. You find out, that celebrities aren't all that. They're the worst people they don't want to pay their bills. They want to make sure, they want to get things for free when they can. Sometimes, not all of them, but they're used to getting things for free, and I'm not working for free. So they quickly learned that you got to pay me. Working with staff members, just running a business, working with staff is really hard to have people see your vision, because when you're hiring a staff, they really need to buy into your vision. And in New York City, it's like, give me my paycheck. Your vision, goals, daily targets that you're trying to meet, like you're asking too much. So it was a struggle to find the right team, but I eventually did. And things went well. And probably my toughest year was the recession of 2008?
Yes.
Woo, child. Woo. That was probably the hardest year of my business. And I was used to doing well, but when the economy took a tank, I had to really, really think about how to restructure my business and survive through it. And I did. But yes.
Thank goodness you did that, because, you wouldn't be able to be the dentist of the stars and dentist to the stars. I mean, just folks, if you guys don't know, Dr. Catrise, she is taking care of the likes of Cardi B. She's taking care of the likes of DJ Khaled. I mean, we're talking, household names.
Yeah.
She literally has done that.
Lots of people. Yes.
It's too many to count.
I tell people, although I see the stars, they by no means keep me going in business. It's the everyday hardworking people, the families and the teachers and the moms and all of those people are the people who keep me going. And so I really appreciate that. And I don't want people to feel intimidated, because a lot of people do. Oh, you work with the celebs, I can never afford you. But no, you really can.
You know what? It's all about that smile. You got to take care of your mouth no matter what you're doing.
Yes.
And honestly, that's something you have to get through your entire lifetime.
That's what I say.
Credentials verified.
What's up? All right. So you have a number of books, but one of the books I'm interested in is
How to Be a Celebrity Doctor.
I am ready to hear about how to be a celebrity doctor.
Over the years, I wrote this last year during the pandemic while I was sitting in the house dancing during club quarantine. I was like, let me just sit down and write the book that everybody has been asking me about. So a lot of times my younger dentists are like, gosh, how did you get on TV? How do you do all the things that you do? And it's really about understanding who your target audience is and coming up with your brand message. Then coming up with your signature offer. Everyone should have a signature service and a signature audience, a signature service. And then developing your signature story, because we kind of learned over the weekend, people don't buy services, they buy people. So you got to have a story that resonates, that connects with people. So I tell all of my young doctors that you have to have a story. Like, what is your why? What made you become a dentist? What made you become a chiropractor? That story usually is something compelling that will connect with your audience. And then I next will teach people how to create the ultimate business card, which is a book. I think every expert, which as doctors, we are all experts at what we do. If we put in 10,000 hours of work time, then we are officially experts at what we do. And I think a book today is like the new business card. It is like the way that you can set yourself apart from your competition. Because if my consumer has a choice between Dr. Austin that has a book versus the other doctor that does not, then I'm going to look more credible. Of course, the awards that you have, being affiliated with the celebrities definitely help. All of those are like credibility builders. So I think everybody should have a book, and I teach people how to write a book. It seems so hard, like, writing a book, but it really isn't. It's easier than you think. It's a little time consuming, but you can knock a book out. I knocked out this book in 2 weeks. And
you hear that, folks?
You can
this
write
is
a book.
One of the big things. I mean, she knocked out this whole book. Wait till you guys get your hands on the copy of this book. I mean, if you weren't listening, you need to rewind the last couple minutes because she left so many jewels in what she just answered that question with.
And then the
Talking
last
about,
part of it in the
yes.
book that I teach is how to get what you and I do, how to get placed in the media. Because a lot of times, I paid for many years publicists. I paid publicists $3,000 a month, $5,000 a month to possibly get me on TV. But I've learned over the years that you can do this on your own. So I teach people, what is a press release, how to do a pitch, just all things that they need to know about media. Put yourself out there and get noticed by your potential customers and the media. And now it's so easy to get on someone's blog, someone's podcast, someone's local TV show. I mean, it's really, really easy. So I just teach the basic principles of how to publicize yourself. And so when I say celebrity, because sometimes people think I don't want to be famous, but celebrity is just being out there, getting noticed. That's what being known. So I think everybody should want to be a celebrity. Don't you want to be known and have your potential customers choose you over someone else?
You absolutely want that. That's exactly what you're striving for. And folks, I mean, she's talking about getting your brand together, getting a signature offer. What is your story? Creating that book as a business card. And I've been talking about books myself for a long time. Go to drjarrettbook.com.
Yes.
Get my free training video on how to write your book in 30 days. I'll put the link in the show notes. But it's all of this, what builds you up as the celebrity doctor. I have been following you on social media for a while, Dr. Catrise. And when we actually met live and in person in the Bellagio in Las Vegas, it was just one of those things where I was like, yes, I finally get to meet somebody I've seen on the internet for all the time. Right.
Isn't it fun when you finally meet the person that you kind of already feel like you know them, but then when you finally meet, it's like, okay, you're exactly how I envisioned you on social media. Yes.
Right. You was like, okay, right. I know this person. This is where they are. And that is because you're sharing a part of your life. And Dr. Catrise, you do that so well.
Yeah.
Your social media, you're just sharing pieces of your life and what you do.
I was saying this over the weekend. A lot of times doctors feel like they can't share their personal lives. So they have their pages private, or they only post, the medical procedures or the dental procedures and nothing about them. But I think my audience really enjoys seeing me dance or seeing what I'm eating or just getting a little insight behind the scenes. Because again, people are going to connect and buy and choose services from someone that they feel like they've connected to. So I'm just trying to build a connection, and I really love meeting my clients. I love my potential clients. It's great.
You're a people person.
Even if you're not a people person, you still have to put yourself out there because the game has changed. You can no longer just hang a shingle out and say, Dr. Jarrett is open for business. It doesn't work like that anymore. So you really have to kind of get yourself out there and be known and become a celebrity in your own town, in your own neighborhood. I don't care how broad it is, but you need to be known. And social media is the free way or inexpensive way that you can do it. I don't care if you just get on and answer frequently asked questions every day. Today, the frequently asked question of the day is this. You're still serving your audience and helping people, and people are going to be attracted to that.
That is what I want you to understand, all you fire starters out there. This is what we're talking about. Put yourself out there. Take a risk. Just do some things that are a little bit different. This is why I have Dr. Catrise Austin on. This is why I have lots of guests, because they're doing things a little bit differently than we were always trained going through our training and learning this way. And there's only a one way, and you can work here and that's it. You can't branch out over here. You can't branch out over there. It's all of these things. Yeah. So you've talked about so many things that boost our credibility. One of the things I know has been proven to boost your confidence is your smile. And tell us about what you do for smiles and how you transform these smiles.
when I thought about my signature service, back in the early 2000s, cosmetic dentistry was really on the boom. We had Extreme Makeover, we had The Swan. These were television shows that featured makeovers, and the smile was a big part of a lot of these makeovers. And once I learned that with cosmetic dentistry, you can it quickly transforms someone's smiles. Now, I specialize in porcelain veneers. These are like thin shells of porcelain that are similar to, say, like a fake fingernail or a contact lens for your teeth. And it goes right over the front of your teeth. It's permanently glued on. And we use them to close gaps, make crooked teeth look straight in less than 2 weeks. If your teeth are discolored, they can be permanently white forever with veneers. If your tooth is too long or too short, we can fix that all with this one procedure called porcelain veneers. So I made it my business in the late 90s, early 2000s to learn how to master veneers. And so that's one of the things that a lot of celebrities get. But now with these TV shows and social media, now the general population is understanding that they can too have a nice smile within 2 weeks with porcelain veneers. So that's what my signature services are, porcelain veneers and teeth whitening. And I have transformed thousands of smiles. Just got done doing another one. This girl that came to me like 5 years ago, been wanting her veneers, and she lost her hearing. So and her insurance would not pay for her hearing aid. So she had to take the money that she had been planning for her teeth and get her hearing aid. So she saved up again. And today was the day that she got her smile makeover. She had gaps between her teeth that she had been dying to change. And she did not tell any of her family members, didn't tell her boyfriend. She came in today, got her gaps closed, looking fabulous. And she cried at the end. And I was like, oh my God, this is what I live for. Like, when you see that after result and you see the new you, she was like, I always cover my mouth when I smile. I got to learn to smile. And so she just was practicing like smiling without putting her hands over her mouth. And so I'm so excited for her because I know that her life is going to be changed. I wore braces when I was in high school, didn't wear my retainer for a lifetime like you're supposed to. Back in the early 2000s, Invisalign came out. And I'm like, okay, I'll try these Invisalign to close my gap again. Closed the gap. And then again, did not wear my retainer. I'm a bad patient, doctor. Didn't wear my retainer like I was supposed to. Gap opened back up. So this past May, actually on Mother's Day this year, I got the signature service that I provide to everybody else. I got porcelain veneers to, for once and for all, close my gap. And I now understand the power of a smile. I know what I've been doing to these people and for these people for the last 20 years. Oh my God, like the compliments that I get now with my gap being closed and my veneers and my teeth being white and my confidence is just amazing. And so now I can walk my clients step by step through the procedure, and I can tell them exactly what they're going to feel when they get this new smile transformation. It can help their dating life. It can help their careers. They can close more deals. Because when you're smiling, you're going to attract more people to you. When you smile, the world smiles back at you. Your confidence, people feel that energy. Now in the last couple of months, people just compliment me in my videos and they're like, you just don't stop smiling. I'm like, yeah, I'm happy, man. So the power of a smile is amazing. If you just feel just so much better when you can put a smile on your face and go through life with a smile. So I know that what I do, I'm changing people's lives. And that's what makes me get up, no matter how tired I am, how much I don't want to go in sometimes. To meet like a client that I met today, it makes it all better.
And that's what you want in life. You want to have that satisfaction of helping someone. You want that satisfaction of doing it your way.
Yes.
You have the satisfaction of giving someone confidence and a smile that they've never had before. And Dr.
Yes.
Catrise, you are doing it all. You are helping doctors become celebrities. You are taking care of celebrities. You are transforming lives through smiles. I mean, you're doing it all. Where can people find out more about you?
You can find out more about me at VIPsmiles.com. VIPsmiles.com. If you guys are out there and you're looking to transform your smile, on my website, you can actually fill out your information, send me photos. I will take a look at your smiles to make sure your image is going to be proper. If you need veneers or whitening or anything that I could offer, I'll walk you step by step through the process of how that can happen. I have my blog. I have my product line. I have a VIP Smile store where I have my own toothbrushes, tongue scrapers, flossers, everything that you need to take care of your smile. All of those things are on my website, and the courses that I'm teaching. I'm actually launching the How to Become a Celebrity Doctor seminar in October. So for doctors who want to take their image and careers to the next level and celebritize their businesses, I will walk you through the 5 steps of how to do that with ease, and a 1-day course and a 2-day course as well.
Why not? Why not, folks? Check it out at VIP Smiles. We will have all of those links in the show notes, including your book that you released last year, How to Become a Celebrity Doctor. Dr. Catrise Austin, thank you for coming on the show today.
My pleasure. You know, you're a rock star. You are a rock star in yourself. You're being all modest, but I am on air with one of the biggest rock stars in medicine. So it's an honor to join you today.
Final judgment. Licensed to live.
Well, thank you so much, Dr. Catrise.
My pleasure.
Remember, fire starters, if you or anyone you know has been dissed, disengaged, dissatisfied, disgruntled, or disenfranchised, please invite them to join us along this journey. Simply go to your favorite podcast player and subscribe to License to Live. I can't wait to hang out with you guys. Check me out on LinkedIn. That's where I hang out in between the episodes. But I'm on all social media, as you know, Dr. Jarrett. Check out the links. You get everything you saw from Dr. Catrise today. She speaks the truth. And until then, I'll see you next time.
No matter how disheartening the moment of accusation sounds, how deep the pain of immobilization stabs, or how bleak your future looks, no one can take away your license to live. Keep Dr. Jarrett's expertise handy and unlock your future. Go to Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or another podcast player and subscribe right now to Licensed to Live. See you next time.